Throughout all of my childhood, I was in and out of hospital. Between the ages of about 8 and 16, that's when I was in hospital the most. And there were long stretches where I was in hospital more than I was at home and at school combined. So that's when I, really started to notice that my experiences at that level were different from the average person. My name is Charles Ofori-Atta. I'm 33 years old. I live in Toronto and I have sickle cell anemia. It started out as a traditional or regular blood transfusion where I'm receiving, and at the time as a child, 2 and 3 units of healthy donated blood. Then it became more focused on exchange transfusions where my blood is taken out and I'm receiving healthy donated blood. So the amount is larger. Now we're talking, as a child, we're talking 6, 7, 8 units of blood. Now as an adult, it is 10 or 11 units of blood per transfusion. And I do it every 6 weeks. I've been doing it for more than half my life at this point. It is something where it's just the day that I'm affected by it, but I am able to enjoy a relatively normal quality of life and be as active and work and travel and live as much as the next person. There are limitations in terms of which types of donors I can and can't receive, and that I think is a pretty universal experience for all blood recipients in terms of which type of person can they receive blood from, or platelets or plasma or whatever the blood product may be. And I think that's really important because it encourages diversity in our blood supply. We need a lot of blood from X population, Y population, this age group, that age group, etc. And so when you have that diversity in your blood supply, you can ensure that whatever the reason for a blood transfusion is, we have an adequate supply of this type of blood.
So ensuring that we grow the diversity in our blood supply is really important for the patients who receive blood transfusions on a regular basis as a treatment. So those going through sickle cell, blood cancers, and other diseases. When you are able to give the patient a match of someone who's the same or a similar ethnic background, there reduces the risk of any reaction. So every single day, a patient is being met with a donor who's a match for them. And right now, Canadian Blood Services, we're really working on growing the diversity in our donor base to ensure that all patients have what they need, when and where, and even for rare blood.
It's always been such a welcoming environment to come and donate blood. It's always, yeah, absolutely. All the nurses do feel so grateful just to be able to have you here. And it only takes a couple minutes out of your time.
I believe that's the easiest thing that all of us can do.
I have all of this blood that I'm not doing anything special with, so other people can use it rather than me. And it's just something that I'm able to do and give back to my community in some way.
I would say a heartfelt thank you. This is something where their physical participation is needed, their blood is needed.
The need for blood is constant, and right now we have a small amount of regular donors who are sustaining the Canadian Blood Services blood supply for the nation. So every year we need 100,000 new donors to start donating to make sure that that donor base is strong.
In order to keep this system running, we really do need you. We really do need Canadians of all walks of life to keep this going. To the 100th time donor and to the first time donor, it is a heartfelt thank you, and it is a commitment and a recognition that they make this system operate.